like to thank all of you for coming and you watching at home. For those of you who don't know me, I weigh in tonight at a slimming 187 pounds. I hail from Mount Kisco, New York. My name is David Mann. Thank you for those of you who are already laughing. Alright, so we're here at college at Morrisville State College. Woohoo. And we have a lot of classes, and I thought about this, and I thought, what could I make jokes about? Well, I can start with history. Anytime I go to history class, I feel bad, because history is exactly as the word states it. It's history. Let's move it along. Why do I have to sit here and listen to you gab about what happened in yay olden times? I feel bad when the teacher asks us, what does it teach us? Because the only thing that comes out of my mouth every time is nothing, thank you. But that never actually comes out, so I don't say it to them. History is like a proverbial post-it note on the fridge. You know, you wake up in the morning, all right, let's see, you know, bread, butter, don't attack the Russians in the winter. Okay, good. Some terms I've learned in history are the example of, like, succession. Anyone know what succession is? Succession is this idea. When a king dies, the two children or whoever else is in the area decides that I'm the king. It basically goes like this. I get the scepter, and you get to die. From me. After looking back on medieval wars, I realized that they really did hate each other back then. You really, really, really have to hate each other to crap in somebody else's well. Think about that when you're invading their territory. Or flinging dead bodies over the walls. Ew. Another thing college has taught me, good steady habits require one thing, and one thing only, a gun. You're about to go study? God, just get out of the room for 10 minutes, okay? I need this. I need to study for this history test, please. Take your iPod, take your friends, got here. Lectures. I hate lectures because of how interesting everything else but the lecture becomes. You're sitting in lecture class and all of a sudden, would you look at how many lines are on my hand? Or, look at those interesting ceiling tiles. I wonder if the construction people meant to make all those holes and make it look like Swiss cheese, or is it just a... Oh crap, teacher's looking at me. Okay. Watch for this one. When you're in lecture class and the teacher says something complicated and long-winded, and everyone in the room, you can feel it. There's a beat. Teacher finishes like, I'd like you to contemplate the semantics of this political advocate. I want you to write something down. Oh, okay. What are we writing? No, seriously, dude, I don't know what the hell we're doing. Here you go. I'm a visual learner. When I learn things in classes, for example, my biology teacher decided to use M&Ms as an example of genetics. And he said, if I take this bowl of green M&Ms and I mix them with this bowl of red M&Ms, what do I get? And thank God he didn't call on me, because the only answer I had was holiday edition? That's the only thing I could think of. Which brings me to the next point. Good, you're laughing at that one for the first time. Pocket guides. Pocket guides. These are the most evil books on the planet because they will cost you $40 for this, and for 2 points. They're usually too big to be made for snap reference. For example, you're in class and all of a sudden you decide you want to look up commas. You are not going to pull this out of your back pocket and go, don't worry, I have the pocket guide. Okay. Okay, let me go back to the index. No. Not long enough. And 2, it's just shy of a regular textbook. Do you see the size of this? How lazy do you have to be to leave it like this? You could add 6 more pages here and there. God, I hate people. I'm really happy teachers stopped asking what you are thinking about during class. Remember that during elementary school and middle school and high school? You'd be sitting in class and you'd be looking around. Teacher would go, David, huh? Well, I was paying attention. What were you thinking about? Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna. I'm really happy he doesn't do that anymore, because some of the things that would come out of some of the classmates' mouths, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You have that one kid in the class that you're thinking, how did that kid get here? How exactly? He's got like the fucking like thing sticking out of his hair. He wanders in, he's like, "Rah!" And he sits down in the back of the classroom, and you can hear him playing with something back there, and you're like, I wonder what he's thinking about right now. They call him, you in the back with the crazy hair, with the thing, and yeah, you, what are you doing? I don't know what they would respond to, so I don't have an answer there. You know, I went to the, hold on. Have you ever noticed each year our teachers pop quiz us, test us, make us do projects, pop quiz again, and then the next year you go in with that knowledge that they tested you on and told you that if you don't get it you're going to fail. You go there, get back to class next year, it's wrong. Every bit of it, not a single bit of it is useful. It's always the new thing with them, never using the same thing. Everyone here heard of the permanent record? The supposed little manila envelope that's going to follow you for the rest of your academic career? Any of you can respond. I'm asking you out there. Yes, Todd? You've heard of it? Okay. Well, I went to guidance recently, and they handed it to me. They handed the permanent record to me. And I'm sitting there in the guidance office, sitting there with the permanent record in my hands, and she goes, just wait there for 2 minutes. So I decided to open it, look at it. And I'm looking through, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there in the room going, I could just run, I could destroy this. And all of those things I did in kindergarten would be gone. All of them. They wrote everything down. I couldn't believe it. There was a note in there from my high school principal about the one time I decked a kid. Like, it was just written there in the subtext, got into a fight. And I was like, how do the deans look at that? Like, what? Who gives a crap? Anyway. The campus doctors, everyone get those emails from them? Yeah. Yeah? Don't you seem like they have too much time? Doesn't it? I would love to just go down there and follow the doctors around like, hey, how you doing? No, you have too much time to bother me. I'm going to bother you this time. Just follow them around, touch stuff, move folders. And they always seem to have a disease that's the special of the week. So, you know, you walk in, you sit down. What is it, swine flu this week? Yeah, give me 4 of those. What's the next thing? Avian flu? Give me 2 of those too. Public transportation. Anyone here had to take that? Yes? Omar going back to the city? I always love watching people on public transportation here, because we're from Morrisville, so we either did something very wrong in our lives, me, or we're here for a reason. But anyway, when we go on public transportation, it's always those people on these buses. Anyone here notice that? That it's the people from like Utica or Ithaca and like Cortland and Binghamton that, you know, they're at the really upscale Cortland schools and they can't talk to the common SUNY people. But then when it comes to the buses and stuff, all of a sudden, all of their book learning, they have their great buses, they get their A+ paper, they walk onto the bus, they get to the bus station and all of a sudden, they have no idea what to do with themselves. So I love helping them. I love doing that. They're running around, oh my God, listen, where are you going? You're going, New York City? That's your bus. Go. Get out of here. But then immediately when they sit down next to you on the bus after helping, yeah, thanks for helping me. How are you? Yeah, my name's Dave. Where do you go? Oh, I go to Binghamton. Where do you go? I go to Morrisville. Oh. Morrisville. I've had no less than 2 people switch seats on the bus next to me because of Morrisville. Is it that bad, people out there on YouTube? Really? No? I didn't think so. Ugh.